Center is a public policy research think tank whose vision is to unlock Zambia's potential. So our stated aims are we produce high quality, relevant and timely public policy analysis and delivery of monitoring and reform proposals. So also we promote and encourage public debate on critical and social economic issues. In terms of our thematic areas, PMRC has 4 thematic areas, and these are economic development, governance, natural resources, and social protection. So who do we work with as PMRC? So as PMRC, we just don't work alone. We ensure that we engage different partners, and that also makes it easier to ensure that we disseminate important information to almost all parts of the country. So we work with the government, we work with cooperating partners, we work with the private sector, we work with Parliament. I'm sure you might be wondering, how do we do it? How is that we work with Parliament? We appear before different parliamentary committees to present on different issues. Like I mentioned, as much as possible, we translate information in different ways. It could be even in form of cartoons. I'm sure if there will be time, Mr. Chichi will be able to show us one cartoon.
So I'm going to look into ethics in a workplace. My name is Talabenji Chawelwa. I'm the head of HR and administration at the Policy Monitoring and Research Center. How many of us have experienced a dilemma?
Having 2 options.
Yes. Okay. And it's going to be either between right or wrong, isn't it? Or depending on one's definition of it, isn't it? So in a workplace, we have ethics. And ethics in a workplace involves the following. It's a guide to help professionals and either employees or employers to act honestly with integrity. And then we have ethics, accountability, integrity, and values. There are different types of ethics, and I'm going to run through some of them. Compliance-based code of ethics. All businesses are regulated by laws. Laws regulate issues such as employment, safety, etc., but also determine penalties for violations. I'll give an example of compliance-based code of ethics. We have the pay-as-you-earn tax. It's an authorized deduction which is mandated through the law. So whether we like it or not, we are supposed to authorize and deduct tax. We also contribute to the social security, which is NAPSA, and then we also subscribe to a medical scheme to which an employee and employer by law are actually required to contribute. So these are examples of compliance-based code of ethics. And then the main key takeaways is that the code of ethics is a guide of principles designed to help all of us professionals conduct business honestly and with integrity. And then breaking the code of ethics can result in termination or dismissal from the organization. In some industries, specific laws govern business conduct. I'm sure in engineering there are specific laws that govern the engineering profession. In others, the code of ethics may be voluntarily adopted. Ethics are part of the heart of professionalism, and employees need to demonstrate strong standards of integrity when advising leaders on the people implications of business decisions in order to create cultures of transparency and trust. So, I just want to straight point. We want employees, we want to be informed about what the issues affecting us. Because the earlier the communication is done, the better for all of us. Equally believe that the interests are not important to management. Can I ask a question? As an employee, apart from receiving equal consideration, what would you want the organization to do for you? Is it personal development, career growth, or you're just interested in getting a higher pay? Personal development. Okay. So all of us have a different goal and priority. And then, I don't know how true this is. Our friends to the house, often they don't enjoy their work because they cannot develop. I think all of us have experienced that, myself included, in my previous organization, where you end up doing the same things and it comes from a lot of that. So that's why we find that most institutions are trying to have a learning and development policy where work is made interesting, jobs are enriched so that people don't feel left behind and they actually can progress. And I'm going to have something to show about that. Oh, I was with Sino Hydro for 5 years, I started as this is how I ended up. You're going to have something to refer to.
I know probably you will have to make it. Sometimes I need a promotion. How am I going to get it?
A promotion?
I'm with Sino Hydro for PMRC for 5 years. I need a promotion.
You need a promotion?
I need a promotion.
How long have you been inside of Hydro PMRC?
Sometimes I'll tell you that, okay, for the 5 years, I'm done studying.
Yes.
Apart from what I came with PMRC, I've added one more education.
One more.
Because I've done it from the time
No.
either sign or hide or PMRC.
But you are aware that as an employer, now I'm going to put on the hat of an employer. As an employer, we have what we call the career development plan for the whole organization and succession plan. So, did you approach the supervisor when you went to school, bring the papers, and have also submitted any documentation for promotion? You have.
To HR, right?
Yes, your supervisor, I think with HR or director or specialist.
So, I guess that's the thing.
Yes.
I guess probably have done that school, but I haven't yet informed my boss. I haven't yet informed you as HR. Because I've been doing it quietly.
First of all, you will need to sit with your supervisor. I think I've highlighted this. And then they also need to sit with HR, and there's supposed to be a succession plan. And then if there's an opening, it depends with a school of thought. Others are going to enjoy being in certain roles for a long time. They've actually ended up being CEOs. They start from the front line. But things have changed. The generation where we are young people, we want to actually progress.
Okay, so the role of management is operates through functions such as planning, organizing. They look at issues of staffing, leading, directing, controlling, monitoring, and also an important aspect, the employer needs to motivate us in a way. And so other aspects are management needs to focus in terms of what is our plan for the next coming years. What does it look like? Are we going to downsize at a certain point? Because the project is almost coming to a close, what's happening? So I think Mr. Mtala talked about the need to always inform people in terms of when we're doing a project. We should always be like on the same page. And then also planning is deciding in advance what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So in the other function that management would have is ensuring that the organizational structure or the organogram is manned in terms of the members of staff who should have been employed. So some of the staffing involves manpower planning, estimating manpower in terms of searching and choosing the right person for the job and giving them the right place where they're going to work from. There's issues of recruitment that are done by management. Then in terms of controlling, it is implies measurement of accomplishment against standards and correction of any deviation, if any, to ensure achievement of organizational goals. So if anything goes wrong, always management has to ensure that things are put back on course. So here's the first scenario. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. If you don't change it, you will not go anywhere. Another moment, a bad day at work is better than a good day of unemployment. Is it true? Can I have two people to just talk about this? There is another one. Good and bad performance stands out from the crowd. So there's another scenario. You don't build a business, you build people, and the people build the business. I think Mr. Mtala really delved on this a lot to say the human resource is one of the most important things that are needed for things to happen. When things go wrong, act quickly. This is by Strive. How can we apply this? How is that when things go wrong, we need to act quickly? Why is there that need that we should act quickly when something has gone wrong?
This is my last point. So everyone makes mistakes and falls down at some point. Successful people are the ones who choose to get up and move forward. What I would say is that we always have to know our bosses. How do we know our bosses? We know what they expect from us. We ensure that we impress them with working hard, ensuring that we're even reporting things, because that's about being responsible. For example, something has gone wrong. He's given an example of concrete. Perhaps it came late and it has dried up. He wants to say, that be the change to the fact it happened. He's thinking of what will happen in the future. So he's taking responsibility, being very responsible to tell the supervisor that this thing has dried up, we need to get the credit. So that's part of involvement, because this is a thing we love. It's impacting on our country. It's just not about this project, but just imagine him saying that I'm part of that 750 megawatts. I think it's a big thing. I think we can give ourselves a hand for that impact.
It has also been suggested that an employee relationship can be perceived as a psychological relationship.
So basically, I'm made to understand that the overall goal of this project is to ensure that we build a dam that is able to generate power to the capacity of 750 megawatts, right? So early this year, we did do a policy brief that was looking at the case for cost reflective tariffs in Zambia. Why should Zambia move to cost reflective tariffs in the electricity subsector? So basically, one of the reasons, according to our research findings, why Zambia should actually move to cost reflective tariffs is the fact that there's been under-invested in the sector over time, because our installed capacity right now is about 2,300 megawatts. And demand is even projected to increase to about 3,000 megawatts by the year 2030. So there's a mismatch between our supply and the demand side of electricity. Then we also looked at, in some of our studies, the welfare effects of increasing electricity tariffs. Of course, we know that about 50% of Zambians are poor. The statistics are even worse off in rural areas where 70% or so are poor. To make matters worse, only about, I think, 5% of the rural population has got access to electricity. So, in as much as tariffs need to be hiked, we looked at the trend in other countries where there is actually a threshold of what is known as the lifeline tariff. So this is just the basic minimum of electricity that can be supplied to a household just to light up basic things. So as PMRC, we've got experts. If you want us to help you do a logic framework, monitoring and evaluation, you can always engage us and we'll help to make one. So thank you very much.